With all our hearts, we pray and ask, God bless Anambra, God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter.
It is no longer news that with the commencement of Governor Willie Obiano's administration in Anambra State, adequate security, which had hitherto eluded the state, was restored, and people slept with their two eyes closed as the daredevil armed robbers and kidnappers who had terrorized the state no longer found a safe haven to operate. Chief Willie Obiano came on board as the executive governor of Anambra State in 2014 with a good understanding of the security issues in the state. His security objective was to make Anambra State a role model in the area of security of life and properties, not only in Nigeria but the rest of Africa.
We came prepared. I crafted a vision for the state and a mission statement. And of course, we had a blueprint that is built around my 12 enablers and my 4 pillars. The vision I crafted for Anambra State is for Anambra State to be a first choice investment destination and a hub for economic and commercial activities. And the mission statement is to create a socially stable, business-friendly environment that will attract investors, local and foreign, to invest in Anambra State, to be able to create wealth, creating opportunities in the state.
In the last few months, however, the peace and tranquility which the people of Anambra State have been enjoying for the past 5 years came under threat, with reports of isolated incidents of crime in different parts of the state. With particular reference was the reported resurgence of criminal activities at the notorious Opi-Weka axis of Onitsha, where all manner of crimes occurred in the past, but was sanitized with Governor Obiano's onslaught against criminals. In truth, even in safe places as Sweden, crimes do occur, and no human society is totally crime-free. What is news, however, is Governor Willie Obiano's phenomenal ability to sustain the internationally recognized enviable status of Anambra State as the safest in Nigeria. More so, what arrests attention is the speed at which the perpetrators and criminal suspects are apprehended in Anambra State. Governor Obiano's latest exploit in the area of security was made manifest during the recent gruesome murder of the President General of Nimo Town Union and a former member of the State House of Assembly, Chief Frank Anthony Iboka. Chief Iboka was reportedly assassinated because he proscribed a cult group which was terrorizing the community, charging the members to become better citizens or leave the town. Saddened by the development, Governor Willie Obiano swung into action, calling state actors and community leaders, as well as every security and intelligence officer to assist with information leading to the arrest of the criminals. Thereafter, the governor announced through the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Mr. C. Don Adinoba, a reward of 5 million naira for any person who could provide useful information that would lead to the arrest of the assassins. He assured the public that the perpetrators would be apprehended and brought to justice. 4 days later, the prime suspect, Chibo Aniebu, also known as Transformer, a kingsman and neighbor to late Chief Anthony Iboka, was nabbed by Anambra State Police. The suspect confessed to the crime when he was paraded before the press, alongside other criminal suspects at the state police headquarters in Amobia. Mr. Mustafa Dandara vowed to reinvigorate a standard policing that will fight criminal activities in the state to ensure that Anambra Police Command continues to be the best in the country, in keeping with Governor Willie Obiano's mandate. With the arrest of Mr. Aniebu, Governor Obiano increased the bounty to 5 million naira each for the remaining killers who were still at large.
I want at this juncture thank the state governor for making effort to raise the reward of 5 million on each of the suspects that has been arrested. This second suspect has given us a lot of information that will lead to the arrest of the other gang members who are still at large. I want to assure India Anambra that this command under my leadership will continue to track down this criminal element. We assure them that there is no hiding place for crime and criminality in this state. We are going to double our effort to make sure that all the criminals harboring in the state are chased out and they are going to leave the state immediately.
And on May 3rd, 2019, the Anambra State Anti-Robbery Squad, SAS, arrested the second suspect in the Iboka murder, Okoye Ernest Chinwe, also known as IBB, a native of Obosi in Idemili North local government area of the state.
Exactly 1 week, I address you in respect of the development so far in the case of President General of Nimo community, that is Chief Frank Anthony Iboka. We paraded one of the kingpins who participated in the killing of this President General. 3 days later, that was on the 3rd of this month, following a creditable information, the second suspect has been arrested. The suspect name is One Okoye Ernest Chinwe, aka IBB. He was arrested on the 3rd of this month following an intelligent information. He was traced to his hideout in Old INEC Road in Oka. That's where we got him. And immediately we got him, he confessed to be members of the group that actually shot and killed President General of Nimo.
Meanwhile, a few weeks before the Iboka murder, the police in Anambra had arrested a notorious robbery kingpin, Mr. Ikechukwu Udensi, also known as Ikanda, who was declared wanted in 2018 over the murder of Ndubisi Nwokolo, an Onitsha trader. Governor Obiano declared a 1 million naira bounty on the head of the notorious criminal for anyone who could provide information leading to his arrest. The former Commissioner of Police disclosed to the press that Ikanda was apprehended by eagle-eyed officers of the Anambra State Police Command following a tip-off when he sneaked into the state to collect proceeds of illegal collection from his men.
Ikechukwu Udensi, alias Ikanda. He is 27 years old from Asia Town in Ihiala local government of Anambra State. Sometime in June last year, 2018, this suspect, in a broad light, went and macheted one Ndubisi Nwokolo, aged 38 years. That is specifically on the 29th of June, 2018. Ikechukwu Udensi, alias Ikanda, with his boys, went to Onitsha in a broad light and macheted this Ndubisi Nwokolo to death. And since that time, we have mounted a manhunt to arrest this suspect. After the incident that took place last year, the state government put a ransom of 1 million naira for anybody who can lead the police to his whereabouts or who can assist the police in arresting this suspect. 1 million naira ransom was put. Luckily for us, he was tracked down. He was arrested in Onitsha, the same Onitsha where he committed this offense. That's where he was arrested, under a flyover.
At the time, the police also paraded other criminal suspects who were alleged to have made parts of the state unsafe, including a 25-year-old member of one chance robbery gang which operated around Onitsha axis. Anambra State has remained a reference point in security across the West African sub-region. In 2018, Governor Willie Obiano was awarded the Best Governor cum Premier on Security Architecture in Western Central Africa at the 15th edition of the Africa Security Watch Awards in Banjul, the Gambia, in recognition of his exemplary effort in fighting crime in the state and making Anambra the safest state in Nigeria and in the West and Central Africa region. Governor Obiano, not resting on his oars, has ordered the installation of state-of-the-art closed-circuit cameras, CCTV cameras, from Boston, United States of America, all over the state. Proactive measures and effective security apparatus have been put in place by Governor Willie Obiano through the adequate empowerment of security agencies. In summary, a couple of things account for the exemplary, extraordinary performance of security operatives in Anambra State. They include the passion for security, which the governor exhibits, provision of logistic support, provision and prompt payment of reasonable allowances to security personnel, recognition of heroic accomplishments of officers, incentivization of members of the public through monetary rewards, and working in close collaboration with the community, which brings about trust in both the intelligence community and the government as well, as prioritization of public security in development.
And I want to confirm that Anambra is the safest among the 5 states. And you cannot achieve this if not the governor, who is the chief security officer of the state, and coupled with the military, the police, and other security agencies. I want to commission these vehicles as a symbol of that support. And I want to ask other governors to please emulate this state so that we can move forward through our federation. Thank you. I therefore call this state the glory of God and the service of humanity.
Because the principal function of every government is, after all, the safety of the people and their assets. But then, security of lives and property is the collective responsibility of the government and the people. The governor's body language encourages security consciousness among the people of Anambra State, who are more emboldened than ever to provide useful information to security agencies to enable them to keep criminals away from the state.
I want to warn all criminals in Anambra or try to come into Anambra to disappear, or they will disappear by force. We are ready, battle ready for any form of criminality. We have motivated our security forces. If you observe, we brought in 3 additional detachments of Nigerian Mopol working in Anambra now. You will observe some snap and search, mobile snap and search, so that you don't think they are still there. you see them somewhere else, and they will stop you, search, and it's 24 hours. Very important, 24 hours.
The deteriorating security situation in the country makes it germane to counsel the federal government and other state governments to turn attention to Anambra to adopt the Obiano security model, which has seen Anambra State, which is once the most security challenged state in Nigeria, becoming the safest, the most peaceful, and the most stable state in Nigeria. Think security, think Anambra, with Governor Willie Obiano in the saddle.
Every breath of our lives, we've trust in God. We will lift our homeland high. We believe in togetherness. We'll build